welcome back. I'm gonna make some homemade French bread. I've got 2 1/4 cups of warm water here, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a tablespoon of active dry yeast. It's already proofed. I'm gonna put it in my mixer bowl. To this, I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1, 2. It calls for 2 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1 1/4, about 2 1/4 plus a little extra, and we're gonna add 3 cups of all-purpose flour right now. I'm gonna do all-purpose instead of bread flour right now. It calls for either just because I have more of it. 1, 2, dog hair. It calls for 5 1/2 to 6 cups, and we're gonna start with the 3 right now. Add the dough hook, lock her in, raise her up and get her going. We're gonna mix it, add the rest of the flour. I'm gonna start by adding 2 1/2 more, so it's at 5 1/2, and then if I need more, I'll add it, and we will knead it for 2 to 3 minutes. All right, y'all, I've got it kneaded. It's a beautiful dough now. It's very soft, sturdy. Now I'm gonna lock it in place. It says to cover it with the towel or lid, so I'm gonna get my towel and cover it. And then it says let it rest for 10 minutes, then turn on the mixer for 10 seconds. Repeat that 5 times, and then I'll let it rise for an hour until it doubles in size. Then I'll shape them out into 2 loaves. Then I let it rise about an hour again, and we bake them. All right, y'all, this has risen for 1 hour and like 6 minutes. It has doubled, I believe. Cool, punch her down, get her out. We're gonna split this into 2, form it into a French loaf, and we're gonna score the tops with diagonal slits across the whole thing. Let it rise for 1 more hour. I'm gonna carefully cut this in half. Quite sticky, but it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna get it into a rectangle shape here. Carefully, but also quickly. It's quite cold here right now, but still made it happen. Okay, I'm gonna do a try. Wait, what? What am I doing? I need a long loaf. So, yeah. Okay. We're gonna roll it up. Fold in those ends. Kind of get some tension in there. Pinch these sides in. Give her a little roll. Nice log here. It's a little fat on these ends, which is what I was kind of trying to fix. Beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to be able to bake them on the same parchment, so I'm just going to put them on 2, let them rise in the microwave. That one's good. We're going to do this one. Get those ends kind of thin, because they're going to be folded over. Now we're just going to quickly do this up. It's not a science, y'all. Just get her done. We're making bread for the fam. I mean, it is science, but everything's kind of science. So pinch them together. Try to get the middle a little fatter. Skinny up those ends back. Pretty. I'm gonna put them both on here for now. I'm gonna score it right now. It says it's 64 degrees outside and 44 degrees in here. That's pretty chilly. Just gonna get this little extra blade for a knife. Score this. It's working pretty good. It's nice and sharp. You risk deflating your loaf if you wait. So the recipe I'm following suggested to do it now, which I don't have a problem with. I went way closer on the other one. A little further apart on this one. Get her in there. Beautiful. Now, I want one of these to have everything bagel seasoning on it. So I think before I bake it, I put a little egg wash and then put that bagel seasoning on there. So we're gonna let this rise in the oven for another hour. All right, y'all, these loaves turned out massive. I'm gonna put, so this one's a little longer. This one's a little wider. I think I'll put the everything seasoning on this one. All right, y'all, it's windy as can be outside right now. I've whipped up this egg. I'm gonna carefully brush it all over this loaf. I wonder if I should brush both of these with this egg for some color and crunch, maybe? Because I don't have ice to put in the oven. We're gonna go for it. These are huge. The acorns and stuff rolling all around. Oh my gosh, these look incredible. All right, everything bagel. Beautiful. This will get a little too. Because it already has. No big deal. Now I need to figure out how to bake them. I think I'm going to have to put my sheet upside down, put this big full piece on top. I'm wondering if I should just scratch the sheet. These are huge. Just going to have to carefully transfer. Oh boy. They're going to hang off a little bit. That one's a little longer. Hope it's okay. All right, y'all. They should be going in just like this. Going in. I'm so excited. All right, they should bake for about 25-30 minutes, it says. At 375, I have it preheated to 425 right now. I'm gonna kick her down. Hey, y'all. Here's the French bread loaves. They came out. They look and smell delicious. They've got some nice firmness to them, but still soft. Got beautiful color. I think that egg wash was just what they needed. You can see here how I missed a section on there. Anyway, they look incredible, smell incredible. We'll bust into them tomorrow. Peace out, y'all. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. We've got a whole block of cream cheese in my bowl here. We're gonna make some spinach artichoke dip hot. So you bake it for a bit, combine all your stuff and bake. Started off with the little candle. I've got a block of cream cheese in here. It's been sitting out for a minute. It's a little soft and I'm gonna whip it up. All right, I've got my cream cheese whipped up. I'm gonna add half a cup of sour cream, half a cup of mayo. I've got about half a cup of sour cream in here. I'm gonna add about half a cup of mayo. That should be good. I'm gonna get all this out with my spatula here, but I didn't want to contaminate anything. I'm gonna get all this out. I've got a 13.75 ounce can, like what a weird number, of artichoke hearts I have chopped, drained and chopped, and a very drained bag of spinach. I had to buy organic because everybody else must have been wanting to make spinach dip. It's very dry. Awesome. I cooked it in the bag per the bag's directions. I let it sit for a while to kind of drain out. Didn't do too much. And then I put it in here, squeezed it out, and put all the pressure on there to squeeze it out. It's pretty dry. All right, y'all, I've got probably not even half a cup of shaved parm. I'm gonna put this in and probably add more, and I believe I'll top it with mozzarella. We'll bake it in the oven. I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of onion and garlic powder also. That was a lot of onion. Calls for a garlic clove. I might get one of those out too. We're just gonna mix this up. Spinach Artichoke Dip is one of my favorite appetizers. I don't typically get it because it's just so expensive. Just eating out is expensive, let alone getting an appetizer. I haven't gotten it probably in 10 years. I don't know, a long time. Should probably put some pepper in here too. I made a hot spinach dip last year. It was so greasy, so hopefully this one isn't. I know my family made spinach dip holidays for cold usually. Sometimes my mom would make a hot one. It's such a family favorite. Hot ones are awesome to get at restaurants though, and typically every restaurant serves it with something different, like a toasted bread or tortilla chips. So different. My family usually has it in a bread bowl cold, or with a French loaf with everything bagel seasoning on it, and everything French loaf cut into pieces. This looks delicious. I just need to get all that spinach dispersed and separated. All right, y'all, the difference in how it looked a minute ago to now, boy, it is mixed up wonderful. The hand mixer really got that mixed up good, quick too. I'm gonna get these couple chunks off and we will get this in the dish with some cheese. Now, if I had all my cast irons with me right now, we're currently traveling, so I don't have them all. If I did have them, I would want to cook this in a cast iron in the oven, but I want to have my cast iron available for whatever else I might need to cook in it, and it would work probably better in a smaller one. Not the regular, but a tiny bit smaller than it. Not a tiny, but just a little smaller. Anyway, this looks incredible. I love spinach artichoke dip. Look at those artichokes too, delicious. All right, y'all, I had a lot of fun with the spinach, so it's everywhere. I've got like 3 garlic cubes I'm gonna mix in here. I just defrosted them a bit in the microwave. Boom. I might add a little pepper. I'm gonna add a little more garlic powder because the flavors are different. Might add a little more onion. Mix this all in. It's getting thick. Man, that looks good. The consistency and variation in ingredients is beautiful. If this was a cold dip, I would think this was so good. I think that hand mixer is what is just making this next level because it's incorporated so well. Look at that. I just want to eat that up right now. Delicious. I don't even think I'm going to grease my pan because that mayonnaise has a ton of oil in it. I don't want it to be swimming in grease. I'm just going to plop it in. I'm going to go without adding more cheese. I might top it with more parm and mozzarella. Get all this goodness out. Beautiful. delicious appetizer. Not the healthiest, but hey, it has a vegetable. At least it has a vegetable. Got a little fat, cream, but it's got a vegetable. Spread this sucker out. Try to keep those sides super clean. I'm so impressed with how that mixer just chopped this up beautifully. That Great Value can of artichoke hearts was really awesome too. No freaky hard bits like I've had in the past. Maybe because they were quartered already. They were all incredibly soft and just really easy to make. Budget friendly, pretty quick, simple, delicious. There's a vegetable. Everybody will love this. Perfect for a birthday, holiday, party, anything really. Football game. So versatile. Just gonna slap that in there, not worried. Family style. I'm gonna top it with a little bit of parm and mozzarella. I shaved up some more parm. I'm gonna crumble it on. It's gonna be super cheesy, a little bit more, and top it with some mozzarella. This is frozen. It's just how I store it. I basically only use mozzarella maybe for like a sandwich or pizza. Pretty much what I use it for. Maybe a particular sandwich or casserole, lasagna. Nice coverage. I'm gonna crack a little pepper on top. That might be good. Pretty. I hope this turns out really good. I might just put this in the fridge for now to let it defrost 30 minutes or so, and then I'll bake it. I just pulled the dip out of the fridge. I'm gonna let it come up to room temperature a bit before I bake it in the oven. Hey y'all, here's the bread and the spinach dip straight from the oven. It's got some nice browning. You can see the pepper on top. It smelled delicious the entire time. I'm gonna give it a try here, see if it's good. Bread turned out pretty good. I haven't had this in a long time. Just the bread is delicious. Okay, it stays together pretty good. It's not super greasy like last time. Cheesy. Looks delicious. Bon appetit. That turned out pretty good. I think it needs a little salt on top. Alright y'all, that's delicious. Great for a party, a game, a holiday. It's definitely gonna warm me up. Alright y'all, we're gonna make cold spinach dip. We need 2 cups of sour cream. We're just gonna make both. Probably need sour cream again. It's about 1. Usually I use the Knorr packet, but I wanted to try these, and I don't know if I have any more of the Knorr, so we're trying this. I'm going to use the Knorr recipe because the recipe on the back of the Great Value pack is hot. One cup of mayo. This stuff's just so appetizing. The recipe calls for 10 ounces of spinach, but the Great Value bag is 12. I don't know what it is now, but last time I bought it, it was 12. It's about a cup. And like I found out with the hot spinach dip, the spinach really gets mixed in well with the mixer, so that is what I am going to do once I strain that out again. Put these away, and I'm gonna strain out the spinach best as I can. Alright y'all, I'm gonna add the spinach and mix it up with the mixer. Some of this is stringing away. Alright y'all, this is it. It's best the next day. This didn't seem to have too many chunks of vegetables like the Knorr, but I'm not sure. The flavors will combine better in a day. I appreciate y'all for watching and hope you enjoyed. And alright y'all, here you have it. I ended up making a cold spinach dip, a hot spinach dip, and 2 everything loaves. This has a little less on it. I hope you enjoyed. Give these recipes a try. This is with the great value powder instead of the Knorr vegetable mix. I never tried it, but it's usually best the day after. Let it combine for a day. This is going to be a great appetizer and snack for the folks you love hanging out. It's got vegetables in it too. Bonus. I appreciate y'all for watching, and I thank y'all, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like, consider subscribing and following us along for more. I appreciate y'all. Peace out. Happy Thanksgiving. And I hope you get to spend time with those you love, doing the things you love, and eating the things you love. Appreciate y'all. Bye, guys.